Alright y'all, so today we're going to do a little bit of spiritual warfare 101. So just to go over the basics of how the devil attacks you. Because the average person has no idea that they're constantly being attacked and bombarded by the devil and have no clue that their problems are because of their ignorance of the devil working his evil in their lives. So first and foremost, one of the favorite ways for the devil to attack you is through your nightmares. So he'll do several things. So what he does is he uses nightmares to implant fear, anxiety, depression into your life. So he gives you these nightmares to scare you, to make you sad, to give you anxiety about the future, to implant these thoughts to manifest into your waking life, to your conscious reality. He'll also give you dreams of lust, i.e. incubus, succubus, to sleep with you, to have sex with you, to steal your energy. These are very common. If these are happening to you, it's not a good thing, despite what the average person thinks. It's not a free good time. It's very detrimental to you, bad luck, fatigue, depression, all that stuff, right? It's definitely not a good thing. How you can handle nightmares is, first of all, don't tell anyone. Never tell anyone about your nightmares, because when you do that, you add energy towards the nightmare for it to possibly manifest to become your reality. All right. The proper way to handle nightmares is to rebuke it and pray to God to protect you from what happened in the nightmare. That's the best way to handle nightmares. All right, next up. This next way he attacks you is super common. The most common way that he attacks everyone. And this is something that the vast majority of the world is completely ignorant of. And that is through the media you consume. Specifically music, movies, the news, everything. Everything that is mass media, that is mass produced and sent to the masses, all of it's from the devil. It's not a coincidence that when you listen to the music, especially pop music, what's popular, it's all about violence, sex, drugs, partying, whatever, greed, materialism. Okay, you think that's a coincidence? No, that is the devil literally implanting these thoughts, i.e. demons, onto you to manifest to become your reality and damn you to hell. That's the ultimate goal here. It's either for you, is both for you to die in the physical realm, i.e. overdose, get killed, make bad decisions, whatever, accidents, send to the point where you're damned to hell. So the movies too, same thing. They're always pushing out violent movies, gangster movies, movies with sex in it. When your parents used to cover your eyes as kids to not watch certain things, that's actually the proper way to handle movies. And not just for kids, for us too. Even though we're adults, the images that go into our eyes, into our soul, affect us spiritually, because our subconscious cannot differentiate what's real versus what's not. Our subconscious is like a baby. Everything, how babies, when you're a child, everything just seems real. Okay, just because we're adults now doesn't mean that it's changed. It's slightly better, it's masked better, but I think our subconscious is still the same. It still affects us. We just realize it a lot less as adults. So on top of mass media sort of implanting these thoughts, these demons onto us to be lustful, to be greedy, to be sinful, it also lowers our vibration. Because so instead of giving a vibration of love, of kindness, of righteousness, it makes you angry, right? You listen to music, you watch movies, you watch TV, you get angry, you get lustful, you feel sexually aroused when you listen to certain songs, when you watch certain movies, i.e. pornography, porn, right? Yeah, there's a reason why porn is free now. Yeah. You're still paying for it, but you're paying for it with your soul, And then the latest thing, the latest craze, what's the latest craze now? Social media. And what is that pushing? It's pushing envy. It's pushing narcissism, pride. All right, guys, so I'm actually gonna share with you guys this quick story. So I remember hearing this story about this young lady where she passed away tragically at a young age. And for the most part, she was righteous. She was a good girl. But then she's speaking to God. She's being judged. And then God tells her that she's going to down there. She's going to hell. And she's wondering why. What did she do? You know, she went to church. She didn't really sin too much. But she was a very beautiful girl. Extremely beautiful, in fact. And she had an Instagram where she would always post her beautiful photos, just to sort of boost herself, right? Feel good. So God then told her, overall, you would have made it to heaven had it not been for these photos that you posted, specifically this one that received 300,000 likes and you were in bikini, showing almost everything. She was shocked. She couldn't believe it. That this one photo cost her everything. She asked God, why? Why, God? I thought I just wanted to feel good. I wasn't hurting anybody. And then he told her, because of this one photo that you posted, 300,000 other souls were left astray. And at that moment, she realized the massive mistake that she made. So ladies, I'm talking to the ladies specifically right now. If you have an Instagram, please be cognizant of the type of photos that you're sharing. If it's a type of photos that are going to incite lust with the opposite sex, you have to really think twice about posting it, and if you already have it on, possibly even taking it down. Because the last thing you want is for you to take your last breath and have that conversation with God and realize that these silly little photos that gave you a boost of pride, which by the way is from demons, whenever you feel good on social media because you have status or you look good, you have money, whatever, that's from demons. Because you're attracting evil eye from other people, and it's cursing yourself at the end of the day. It's just like succubus making you feel sexually aroused, and then you go fornicate or you self-pleasure. You feel good for a little bit, but at the end of the day, you're damning yourself. The exact same thing. My best recommendation, if you have social media, is to don't post photos at all. Take off all your photos, because they're attracting evil eye. Now, if you are going to post photos where you're looking modest, you're dressed conservatively. And I'm not just talking to the women, I'm talking to the guys too. I know some of you guys are, looking good with your six-pack abs, looking buff, all that stuff. You're still inciting lust. And it's going to get you into serious trouble with God when your time's up. So think twice, guys. So another way that the devil will attack you without you realizing it is that he's going to send people your way to tempt you to sin. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you're going through a rough time with your significant other, and then your friends are inciting you to go out, to have a good time, let your hair down, right? And if whatever happens, we're not gonna tell nobody, right? Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So these people that are inciting you to sin, essentially commit adultery, are being influenced by demons, guys. I'll give you another example. Let's say you're trying to quit doing drugs, trying to quit smoking weed, and then friends that you haven't talked to for months, maybe possibly years, start hitting you up. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Let's go smoke up. Let's go have a drink. Let's go do some blow. Right? 100,000% these people are being sent by higher forces from the dark side, by the devil. So we got to be cognizant of the spiritual reality, guys. And the easiest way to differentiate people that are sent by God or the devil, because we got to realize that every single person in your life is sent by either God or the devil with different intentions. So like from God, it's either to guide you, to love you, to show you, bring you closer to God. That's the ultimate goal. And then from the devil, it's to cause you to sin, leave you astray, to hurt you, to tempt you, to taunt you, all that stuff. So that's the easiest way to differentiate. But so when it comes to the devil sending people down your way, a lot of times they're going to come as beautiful people. They're going to sweet talk you, especially women. It's going to be a dude, a very good looking guy that's going to sweet talk you. You're gorgeous, you're stunning. Come on, baby, let's go this way. I'm going to treat you like a queen. Don't worry, I'm going to fly you around the world, all that stuff. And then he does all that. What happens? He sleeps with you. uses you, stops talking to you. So not only did you commit a sin by fornicating, possibly cheating on your spouse or boyfriend, adultery, you were also used by this man that seduced you, that was sent by Satan. So really be cognizant, be aware, guys, that just because someone's beautiful, someone knows what to say, you got to test their spirits. Make sure that they're legit, that they're sent by God. Another way that the devil's going to attack you is by implanting thoughts of fear, anxiety, lust, greed, jealousy, all that stuff. So we have to realize that our soul, our real being, who we truly are, is made out of light. It's made out of love. Okay, we are not, at our purest form, we're not capable of hate. We're not capable of envy or greed, lust. This is all influence from demons. We're not judged by our thoughts because God knows that these thoughts do not belong to us. These thoughts are from demons. We're judged by the choices we make. Do we listen to these voices? Do we give in to the temptations? It's all a part of the test, guys, and it's a very tough test. So we need to be made aware of the devil and his rule book so we can be armed when these thoughts do arrive. That, oh, hey, these thoughts aren't for me. I'm good. I don't need to lust. I don't need to be greedy. I don't need to be prideful. This person, I don't know this person. I don't need to have negative thoughts about this person. This person is a human being just like me. This woman is beautiful, but she's a human being like me. She's not a piece of meat. Another way that the devil attacks us is through money. So let me explain. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions that the devil threatens us with poverty. What does that mean? That means that when we're in a tough situation where we don't have a lot of money, he's gonna give us ideas to sin for money. So I'll give you two examples. So let's say if you're a man, he's gonna give you a thought to steal. You're in maybe an extreme case, you're gonna commit fraud. You're gonna commit credit card fraud, bank fraud, maybe even commit a heist, steal diamonds, whatever, right? Sell drugs, it's very common. So these are all thoughts from the devil. These are tests from God to see it, whether or not we're faithful, if we trust in him, and if we're able to maintain our righteousness. And also be a way for the devil to cause us to sin. Now, for women, the devil is going to give you thoughts to use your body and your beauty to make money, i.e. OnlyFans, stripping, porn, right? And unfortunately, these days, especially in the West, this is a massive problem. So we got to be cognizant, ladies. Please, 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 despite how common it is and despite how tempting it is to use your beauty to monetize yourself, to make money, don't do it. It's not worth your soul. Like I told you a story earlier, this girl, all she did was post a photo that got 100,000 likes or even whatever. Even if it gets 1,000 likes, you're still putting 1,000 people, 1,000 souls astray. Last but not least, he's going to seduce you with lust to loosen your morals. So obviously, what are we? We're in bodies made out of flesh, so we have fleshly desires. So Satan's going to send people your way that are beautiful and are going to be into you for you to fornicate and commit adultery. So if you're a woman, you might be going through a hard time with your boyfriend. All of a sudden, Prince Charming comes over here, tall, dark, and handsome, comes swooning in and sweet talking you, and you're tempted to maybe have a good time with this guy because your boyfriend isn't treating you well lately. All right, same thing if you're a guy. Satan's gonna send a beautiful girl your way, and she might seem like a nice girl. He gives you thoughts like, oh, hey, maybe holler at this girl. You know, maybe because your girl is not treating you right. Maybe try out this girl. And all of a sudden, you start spitting game, you get her number, right? This is all a part of Satan's playbook, guys. Lust 101. We cannot give in to these urges, guys. If you're in a committed relationship, please, please work it out. It's 100,000% worth it. We all go through hard times in our relationships. This is expected. It's gonna happen. Just pray to God that he helps you work it out with your significant other, because I guarantee you, especially if you really love this person, take it from me. you really love this person, you have to do whatever it takes, no matter what, to make it work, especially if you have a child. If you have a child with someone and it's really difficult to make it work with this person, pray to God, do whatever it takes to stay with them, because your child growing out without the father or the mother, whatever, is going to be cursed, and they're going to have a really tough life if they don't have their family together, at least initially, while they're still children. Very, very, very important. Anyways, that is Spiritual Warfare 101. I hope this list helps you. If you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And stay blessed, y'all. Peace.